Old Dominion's only taken 5 free throws. Actually, both teams have only been to the line 5 times. Q is the only player that shot a free throw for VCU so far today. Bakvarova checks back into the game for the Rams as the foul was on Jennifer Lane, her 3rd. So the freshman point guard from Wichita gonna have to go back to the bench. As Parker at the line puts a shot up and no good. So Rams get a break there. For a while there in the first half, Latavia Rorie was handling the point guard duties with both Lane and Patterson on the bench, and apparently that's going to be the case now as Lane out. And yes, indeed, Rorie will run the point for VCU. Parker makes the second free throw, 33-31 Rams. Rorie on the dribble out front. Old Dominion played a lot of 2-3 zone in the first half, but they're man-to-man right now. They stayed in that 2-3 zone when the Rams had that field goal drought of over 12 minutes. Ball knocked into the backcourt by Old Dominion. Waller recovers to Bakvarova. Shot clock to 5. Rams got to hurry. Shot clock to 3. Ball knocked out of bounds by Old Dominion. See if the Rams run a screen for Bakvarova on the inbound to try to get her open, or maybe Waller. Waller's going to inbound it. So it'll either be Rorie or Bakvarova, probably. And Moss screens for Rorie, who's open for 3. No good, little strong. Got a good look at it. Look good from here. Rebound Old Dominion. Parker into the front court. Parker feeds Tate Dublin on the baseline, who drives and puts it up off the iron. No good. Boy, that ball went in and came out. Rebound by Q. She's got another double-double. Bakvarova down the floor to Moss. Tries to feed it all the way under the basket to Waller. Bad pass, and Parker came up with a steal. Tate Dublin down the floor to Nuzzo, who drives, gets nudged. No call. Good no call there. Old Dominion without their starting point guard, Jasmine Walters, who gave the Ram fits in Norfolk last month. Here's a driving shot by Kennedy. Put up, no good. Rebound Rorie for the Rams. Rams with a 3-on-2 break. Rorie drives all the way to the basket, spins and throws it away, but got it back. Rorie got caught up in the air, spun and threw the ball right to Tiffany Green of Old Dominion, but Rorie was able to swipe it back from her. Number 44, Courtney Hurt, going to check into the game for the first time for the Rams. Bakvarova open, knocks down the tray. And the senior from Bulgaria has hit a couple of big trays here this afternoon. One to close the first half, and another one there to build the Rams' lead back to 5. That matches VCU's biggest lead of the game. 36-31 Rams. Bakvarova, 2 out of 2 from the 3-point line. Nuzzo out front for Old Dominion to Tate Dublin. Shot clock to 6. Tate Dublin drives, has it knocked away, got it back and knocked away again, and a foul. Rorie didn't see the ball. Rorie knocked the ball away from Tate Dublin, and the ball was loose for a second. Rorie never saw it. Tate Dublin picked it up and went up for the shot, and Rorie knocked it away again, and they call Latavia for the foul. So number 13, Princess Tate Dublin at the line for the first time this season, and she knocks it down. Number 3, Mary Buchan returns for Old Dominion, replacing Nuzzo. Number 44, Courtney Hurt, makes her first appearance of the afternoon, replacing number 24, Deandra Moss. So Bakvarova getting close to a double-double herself with 9 points and 8 rebounds. I have to check and see. That might be her career high for rebounds. Tate Dublin misses the second cue with her 11th rebound of the afternoon. Coming up on 12 minutes to play, VCU by 4. And Bakvarova traveled. Tough break there as she shuffled her feet after she caught the ball and turned it over. That's the 14th turnover of the game for VCU. Rams have gotten their shooting percentage up a little bit to 31% after shooting just 28% in the first half. And Old Dominion returns the favor, and another travel. Wow, I haven't seen this many traveling calls, I don't think ever. Timeout on the floor, 11:53 to play in the game. VCU 36, Old Dominion 32. We'll come back after this break on the Rams Sports Network.
Tag Heuer presents Tiger Woods. As a kid, when I started competing, I decided to tape a list of someone else's accomplishments on my closet door. After winning my first 8 majors, I went back and completely changed my swing. No matter how far behind or how much I'm down, I refuse to quit. Quitting is not an option. My father taught me to hear other people's expectations, but that it's up to me if I want to listen to them. I've decided with the help of others, I will make a difference in the world. We all make decisions, but in the end, our decisions make us. My name is Tiger Woods, and I wear Tag Heuer. What are you made of?
Tag Heuer timepieces, Swiss avant-garde since 1860. Available at Cordin's Jewelers, Richmond's oldest jewelers, 4909 West Broad Street.
Dave Wainwright back with you live courtside at the Stuart C. Siegel Center. Thanks again to Robbie Robinson, voice of VCU men's basketball team, for joining me at halftime. The road trip up to New York, where Anthony Grant's men's squad defeated the Pride of Hofstra 66-62 yesterday behind 33 points from the Rams' do-everything point guard Eric Maynor. VCU men will be back in action Wednesday night on the road at UNC Wilmington. That game is on the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network, otherwise known as MASN. 7 o'clock game for the VCU men on TV at Wilmington on Wednesday night. Meanwhile, the women will be at home against those same Seahawks at 7 o'clock here at the Siegel Center on Thursday night. All right, Rams ball after the timeout. Old Dominion falls back into that 2-3 zone. Rams almost lost it. Waller off on the screen from Hurt, kicks it over to Bakvarova. Bakvarova back to Waller, into Q, turn around, lost it. Went up for the shot and just lost the ball. Old Dominion comes up with it. Tate Dublin down the floor and kind of pushed off on Bakvarova. And Bakvarova, I just realized she didn't have her goggles on. She must not have been able to fix them. So I'm guessing she's got contacts in. This is the first time since very early in the season that Bakvarova has played without her prescription goggles. Ball knocked away by Q, and the Monarchs come up with it. Q's done that several times today, and Parker buries the 3 from the wing. Parker for 3, her second tray of the afternoon, and the Monarchs pull right back within 1, just like that. VCU got in the lead back up to 5, but the Monarchs have scored 4 straight. Waller to Hurt to Bakvarova in the corner. Bakvarova looking back out front to Waller, lobs it to Q down low, working against Canaday, and Q goes up and draws the foul. So Q will go back to the free throw line where she's 3 out of 5 on the afternoon. It's the second personal on Tiffany Green and the 5th team foul on Old Dominion. Q at the line, 2 shots. Only 1 away from her season average of 14. Q and Tiffany Green really going at it today. Good battle between those 2 seniors who have battled the last 4 years. And it's been pretty even for the most part. Tate Dublin goes out for Old Dominion, and number 12, Jen Nuzzo, returns for the Monarchs as Q misses the first. Q's second one, eyes it, shoots it, no good. Missed them both. Courtney Hurt saves the rebound inbounds, but right to Canaday of Old Dominion. Nice hustle by the freshman as Q missed both free throws. Nuzzo in the front court for the Monarchs. Nuzzo working against Waller. Nuzzo high post to Green, hands it off to Nuzzo, who's open for 3 after the screen, around the rim, no good. Rebound Green, saves it inbounds to Buchan, out to Nuzzo for 3, way off the mark. Rebound VCU, Rorie, Rams are 4 on 3. Rorie drives into the paint, feeds it cross court to Bakvarova, couldn't get off the tray, and a whistle, and a foul on the floor, gonna go against Old Dominion. It's on number 24, Jessica Canaday, her second, team 6, so no shots for VCU as Deandra Moss returns for Beth Cunningham's squad, replacing Courtney Hurt. Bakvarova into Moss, Out to Waller to Rorie. Jennifer Lane's been on the bench for about 5 minutes after picking up her third foul. Back for Rova, into Q, triple teamed, but she goes up and scores anyway. Q with a nice little turnaround right on the edge of the paint. Q with 15 to lead all scorers. 38-35 Rams, 9:45 to play. Rams trying to break a 12-game losing streak to Old Dominion. Nuzzo on the wing, high post to Buchan. Bucket drives by, back for Rova, lays it up and in. Nice move by the young lady from Scotland as Buchan with her first basket of the game. Old Dominion cuts the lead back to 1. Waller, Moss, baseline. Dee's had a tough game. She's probably been the most consistent VCU player game in and game out this year, but she struggled this afternoon. Rorie has it knocked away, loose ball. Kennedy comes up with it, and she's tied up by Waller, and it's a held ball, and it'll go to VCU on the alternating possession. Moss just 3 of 11 from the field this afternoon. Lane returns for the Rams, replacing Latavia Rorie. So VCU will inbound the ball from the baseline with a fresh shot clock. 9:13 to play. Waller will trigger it in from the baseline. She only played about 10 seconds of the Rams' last game at William & Mary Thursday night, as Moss goes up and scores on the inbounds pass. Nice move by Dee on the baseline, gets the lead back to 3. Here's Buchan for Old Dominion. Drives, cut off, threw it away, threw it right to Wendy Larry, who was open, but she's not playing. So that's another turnover for the Monarchs. Buchan got cut off on the baseline, had nowhere to go with it, and threw it right to her coach for their 21st turnover. Lane to back for Rova, knocked away by a hustling Jasmine Parker, out of bounds. Wendy Larry complaining that went off of VCU, but that wasn't the case. Rams ball. Waller into Lane. Old Dominion back in that 2-3 zone. They came out of it for a little while, and now they've gone back into it. Back for Rova. Gets it off to Lane on the wing. Shot clock down to 7. Jennifer's got to go. Picks up the dribble. Feeds it to Q. Knocked away and stolen. Not a good possession there for VCU. A little bit of a lackadaisical pass by Jennifer. Don't see that from her very often. 40-37 Rams. 8:20 to play in the game. Nuzzo in the front court for Old Dominion. On the dribble. Spins by Lane. Nuzzo feeds it out to Parker. Lost it. Got it back. Knocked away by Waller, and a reach-in foul called on Kita. And that's the third on Waller, so the Rams started to get into a little bit of foul trouble. Lane and Waller each with 3. No Old Dominion player has more than 2. Waller, as I mentioned, only played the last 10 seconds of the first half at William & Mary on Thursday night after suffering a back injury late in the Rams' loss at Wilmington last Sunday. But she looks pretty good today. Looked good in warm-ups, loosening up. Kennedy drives and lays it up and in. So we're just trading baskets here over about the last 5 minutes. Rams will go up by 3. Old Dominion will cut it to 1. Rams will go back up by 3. Jennifer Lane misses a shot in the paint. Rebound Parker for Old Dominion. So Old Dominion has a chance to regain the lead for the first time in a while. Buchan in the corner, drives by back for Ova, puts a shot up, no good. Got her own rebound, put it back up, no good. Followed by Tiffany Green, up and good. They just kill you on the offensive glass. Tiffany Green makes a living on the glass, and Old Dominion regains the lead, 41-40. Green now with 14 points and 11 rebounds, and Kennedy's got 12 rebounds for the Monarchs. Lane to Waller, see if the Rams can answer. To back for Ova, open for 3, no good. Rebound Buchan for Old Dominion. Down the floor, Nuzzo to Kennedy, wide open, lays it up and in. Kennedy with the basket. Timeout, Old Dominion.